Hey Aquarius, and welcome to your June 2017 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here, bringing you hopefully what will be a very pivotal and amazing reading for your month ahead. I'm coming to the end of my June readings, and I'm excited to do you guys. I still have to do Libra after y'all, but I am kind of taken aback by what I see in your cards, Aquarius. It seems like you guys have kind of found yourself in a territory that is separated from most people, as have a lot of other signs. I keep saying that about signs, and I'm like, oh wait, I didn't know that the next sign would be also a version of this. But I guess we're all just kind of in our own territory this month, or we're all doing something that's very pivotal for humanity. I don't know. But look at all that major arcana you guys have: the Lovers, the Sun, the Devil, the Star, all the cards, yes. You guys also have Two of Cups reversed, so that love that you thought that was coming into your life forever for good, it's gone, it's done with. I'm just kidding. I'm feeling a little bit humorous. Y'all know that these videos take a lot of effort, a lot of work, and a lot of internet to upload. It's been a fun journey this month, but it has been a bit trying. However, reality is, Aquarius, that you are in a transitional place this month. You have Six of Swords in your reading. It is probably my most heavy card for me in my personal experience, if my words will work. My personal experience with Six of Swords is very, very strong. So I think that I'm connected to it probably almost more so than any other tarot card in the deck. You know, you're in a place where potentially other people are motivating you, or potentially other people's needs are in a place where they've become before your own. But usually with Six of Swords, you don't feel that to be a completely bad thing. It could just be that other people are relying on you right now, or it could be that you feel like the glue that's holding other people together. Sometimes you see this card when people are jumping into a new relationship, and one person is really kind of sitting in the driver's seat, and you are enjoying that potentially, but you may not be realizing how much that can sink you later, as you also have Two of Cups in your reading. So I do think that some of you started the new relationship. I do think that some of you feel that you have a soulmate energy coming in. If it's not already in, it's coming in June, by the end of June, I would say. Also having the Lovers and the Devil. So like the Lovers and the Devil, they're like the same card to me. If you look at them, they have the exact same things, except the Devil is the angel, and the two people are there, except they have shackles. It's like they're like a mirror to each other, of like lower entity vibration versus higher entity vibration. Also having the Star, you guys are completely remapping your system of vulnerability, your hierarchy of ego-based levels. Like, are you above people? Are you below people? That's drawn in by that Seven of Wands as well. Overall, there's a push for you guys to be working towards something that's more organic, something that works more with your natural biorhythm. Queen of Pentacles is in reverse as your central theme, which means to me that something doesn't feel real to you, something doesn't feel organic, something feels like you are forcing it, or that it has some kind of appearance that does not relate what is actually functioning beneath the surface. So beneath the surface, you guys have all of this. You see all this craziness happening with the first two rows, and then on top of that, you have what looks like this Queen of Pentacles, which does not at all, it's not at all evocative of like the Star, the Lovers, the Sun, the Six of Swords. No, not at all. So there's a false appearance for you guys right now, potentially of the person that you're with, or of yourself, or of the general lifestyle that you or your loved one lives, that you are wanting to surpass, that you are wanting to come into control of, and you're wanting to confront head on. It will be a really good month for you to break vicious cycles. It'll be a really good month for you to start new cycles, to start something that's more positive and more motivational, more geared towards what you actually want to accomplish versus what gets you through the day. That's emphasized by the Devil card. You can make more money in June, Aquarius, which is really nice to see for you, because you guys have the best plans in the zodiac and the best ways to use money. You guys have Knight of Pentacles, so you're striving for something. You're setting something up that you can work towards that will pay you in the future. Anyway, Aquarius, I'm going to look at this from the week to week, see what's coming forward. Week number 1, you guys have the Lovers reversed, rooted down by the Sun reversed. The most powerful week. No, each week in this reading is as powerful as the other, so you're not really going to have a break. The Lovers rooted down by the Sun. You know, you're completely aware of the crossroads that you're on right now. There are many choices and options very carefully laid out for you, and Actually, you can go down whichever road that you want and end up in the same place. You're very lucky having the Sun and the Lovers together. In fact, some of you can even have children. Some of you can become pregnant during this time. Some of you are birthing something that is a very long-running energy in your life. This can also be benefit coming from choices, benefit coming from having to make decisions. You might feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, but in the reality you are not. The only thing that keeps you stuck between a rock and a hard place is a need to soothe some kind of addiction, or to self-sacrifice, or get caught in some kind of cycle of self-sabotage, because that's a potential. But if you can transcend your cycles of self-sabotage, you can really come into a place where you are basically allowed to make whichever decision about how you move forward and kind of end up in the same place, which is very profound and very nice to see from you right now. Second week, you guys have the Devil rooted down by 6 of Swords. This is completely opposite of the first week. I feel like some of you get reached out to from difficult people in your past, or somebody wants to make amends or burn a bridge. It's either somebody from your past that you haven't spoken to in a long time who wants to make amends, or somebody who's with you right now who wants to burn the bridge. There's a major change happening in your long-term relationships, in the way that you relate and correlate with other people. It should be in the second week that you come very clearly into view of how you focus at a shadow level, or how you function at a shadow level. Okay. You might be making realizations about past relationships and in what way they were codependent, seeing your intentions versus your expectations of past relationships. Also, I see you guys really wanting to step into the driver's seat of your own life and finally take control. Some of you might be getting a divorce, some of you might be choosing to break up, because there's a need to separate from any kind of expectation of other people for you guys. Because as I'm saying in most of the videos, it's a really good time going into this Saturn retrograde that we're in until August to not need much from anybody. It's a really good time to be independent. I'm not saying that you guys need the divorce or that you need to break up, but it's something that is definitely on your mind or in your peripherals right now. Third week, Aquarius, you guys have 7 of Wands, reversed, rooted down by the Star. This is where you almost feel below other people in some way. You're coming face to face with any self-esteem or any sort of energetic hierarchy issues that you might be having. What makes you below other people? What makes you above other people? These are considerations to be thinking about. And I think a good place to start with that would be to ask yourself, when you're vulnerable with your loved ones, or you're vulnerable with the people in your life, which is what we see in the Star, does that make you feel above people? Does that make you feel below people? Is it hard for you to be vulnerable with those that are close to you? There's this very strong call in June for you, Aquarius, to understand who you can and can't be vulnerable with. You might be surprised who that actually is. It's almost easier for you to be vulnerable with strangers than it is with people that you're really close to, because Aquarius are so detached from vulnerability. And now if you have like a rising or moon sign and a water sign or something, it's going to be a completely different story. But the Star is very much an Aquarius principle, you know, because she looks like the water bearer there to me. So it really goes to show that your key challenge in life is to become vulnerable and to become emotionally so. You guys, it's so easy for you to detach when you're not happy or when you're not functioning at your highest level. It's so easy for you to become kind of cold and emotionless. But that's not how it needs to be in June. In the third week, there might be some kind of conflict or some kind of confrontation with 7 of Wands reversed. And it has to do with the hierarchy. It has to do with, are you above your loved ones? Are you below your loved ones? Are they above or below you? It's like they're trying to be above you, or some of them might even be trying to be below you. It really depends. But for the most of you, it's like they're trying to be above. And that's playing directly into whether or not you feel like you can or can't be vulnerable with them. Because when you struggle with this, it can come through lies or come through ego problems. I feel that during this time you can be lied to, because there is a falsity. There is this fake appearance that we have with the Queen of Pentacles sort of being at the outer edge of all of this. There is a lie or a facade in this month that you guys have to be able to see through and have to be able to project something that is above that in a more spiritual way. It's also good to be hydrated now. There's so much water coming in your reading, just in Six of Swords and the Star, actually. It's kind of really interesting how the Six of Swords and the Star kind of merge together like that. Do you see how the water almost looks like it comes together in that way? Almost it looks like the cards connect. I love it when that happens in my spreads. It almost looks like they're part of the same scene or something. It's really beautiful. And I guess another really interesting way to interpret that, and something else that you have to remember with Six of Swords, is that you can't really take your pain with you, because you guys are so detached, but either someone in your life or you are really carrying your pain of the past. The Six of Swords is all about the boat that you're on and the transition that you're having, and the pain is like plugging up the holes of the boat that you're on, and that's not good, because if you take it out or you remove it, then you capsize. So you come into a position where you can't live without your pain, or you can't live without your difficult experience. And the Star is the perfect remedy to that. It's like through vulnerability and authenticity with loved ones or with yourself, you transcend that. And rather than being so scared of coming into contact with the water, you kind of become the water. I mean, you're the water bearer, Aquarius. It's beautiful. Okay, so that's a really big, beautiful transition happening for you guys this month. And it takes you directly into the 4th week with Two of Cups reversed or done by Knight of Pentacles. A huge, huge reformation needs to happen. I'm saying huge 10,000 times this reading. But a very big, dramatic transformation needs to happen in your soulmate connections right now. It seems like there's a lot of that around you. For single Aquarius, a new relationship can definitely come in at the end of June. For coupled Aquarius, you can also come into contact with other people that you're very interested in right now. So do beware of that. Do be prepared for that. How are you going to react? Are you going to react in a way that makes it conspicuous to who you're currently with? Old relationships can come up too with Two of Cups reversed. People who you thought you could go really far with in the past can come back with that kind of energy. And having the Devil, which can also be a representation of people from the past coming up that you might not necessarily correlate with something that is good timing. But it's good that that's rooted down by Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Cups reversed, because it says that you can channel this elsewhere. You can channel this in something that might have to do more with your finances or with your career. It could also mean that you're meeting somebody at work. For the single Aquarius, maybe somebody that you work with is very much a soulmate or twin flame type of connection. It could mean that there's like an awkward dynamic too between people that you work with. Really, I see though a need to use some of this energy that you have to relate or be vulnerable with those around you in a way that you're creating something more inanimate for yourself. Really apply some of this energy that you're having, or sadness or depression or difficulty. Some of that energy needs to be applied to your career and your motivation forward, because there's a lack of energy there. And you have all this heavy major arcana that's really going to put you where you need to be karmically and relationally. So karmically, and as relating to your relationships, may I say, it's going to put you where you need to be. So I think that it will be good to take some of this really strong power that you actually have within yourself and apply that to something that is yours and yours alone, like your career or your aspirations or even new projects. It's a good time to do something new and lighthearted. Maybe even something that doesn't have to be done with every ounce of your being or have to be what makes you your living. Do something that you've wanted to do for a long time. Take on a new hobby. Do something exciting. Get your head out of the gutter with the Devil, with the Lovers, with Six of Swords. Get your head out of the existential crisis, okay? And cut through this facade. End this fake mask that it might not even be the Aquarius who is wearing this, but it's just an archetype that's present in your life. It could be coming out through somebody else, through one of your loved ones. You guys want to be organic, you want to be vulnerable, you want to be real now, and honor that within yourselves. It's always a good time, and you'll be very supported through that. All in all, Aquarius, just keep moving. That's what it's about this month. Just keep moving. Six of Swords, you know, it's not so good to be stagnant. It's not so good to be still. Do something. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Do something that you want to do, because you don't want to be still. You don't want to be in bed. You don't want to be stagnant right now, because your healing isn't really there, right? Right. If you guys would like to book a private reading with me, I would so enjoy to help you through any kind of existential crisis that you're facing. You can also email me. The details are in the description box. You can check out your sun, moon, rising sign on this page as well, or subscribe to my channel. I love you guys. You are so supportive of me, and I appreciate your likes, comments, and shares. And I would enjoy to talk one-on-one with any of you. Much love until July. Bye.